Hello, YouTube! It's the Brick Adjuster here with another episode of
What?
Today we have a special guest. We have
The Brick Zapper.
the Brick Zapper. So here it is. Enjoy. So what's our first question for today?
When did we start collecting Lego? When did you start collecting Lego? I think I started it all.
When did I started collecting Lego? Well, why I started collecting Lego is probably I started seeing you and Big T
Influencer.
collect it. So Maria and Big T were collecting a lot of Lego superheroes.
Yes. Well, actually,
Harry Potter.
Yep. So it was like with the first release of Harry Potter, and Big T was technically still a little Big T then. He was, I don't know, maybe grade 2. And I just wanted to get him into building because it's just away from video gaming, right? And just to give it a good mix of stuff. And he wasn't into drawing then yet, but I wanted him to do something with his hands that isn't just like mashing action figures together. So I think Lego at that point started to be quite smart and started licensing with and collaborating with other companies like the Harry Potter or also superheroes.
Indiana Jones.
Yep,
too.
Indiana Jones, and then of course Star Wars was always a big thing. And I think the bait for me were the minifigures. Like I always thought they were just so cute and well made and just really well thought of in terms of the design. So I think when he was in grade 2, when people were asking, oh, what kind of gifts should we give him for, I don't know, birthdays or Christmas, I think I just started spouting Lego, Lego, Lego. And I think maybe grade 2 was when they had first communion.
What year was this around?
What was grade 2? Grade 2 would be 7 years old. So 2011?
In 2011.
Right?
Okay.
So wow, we're in this for 10 years now.
Because I remember the first set I helped was the Lighthouse.
Yes, so I think my dad was the one who bought the Lighthouse
okay.
for Tristan. And the Lighthouse was a cool set because did it have a little light then?
Yeah,
No.
it had a light brick.
So, and it was just a well-designed structure, I thought, like building, right? And I thought it was really cute. And it wasn't even like a, what's it called? A licensed. It was pure Lego set. So he said, oh, I think this is too big for me, because before then we were building a bunch of like
How
little
come you
sets.
didn't help him?
Because I wanted him to do it on his own. I wanted to launch the bird.
And then you pushed me forward.
I think I'm really just the buyer / collector, but I'm not really the builder. I like the concept that, oh, this would look really nice. And then when I actually open the box, I feel like maybe it's a bit overwhelming. But I'm okay. I can build stuff.
So when I did help him, I was like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
And so I think it might have been...
That was the trigger?
Well, it might have been the next week or so. We ended up at the Lego store, because I don't usually go in the Lego store. And so I was looking around.
It's my fault.
And then I'm not sure if it was you or Big T who pointed out
the big modular,
the
right?
town hall modular.
Yes.
And you were like, do you want to get this?
And our house before was full of nothing Lego.
It was mostly DVDs in the basement.
Yes.
But now
so
it's Lego in the
it
basement.
has been a slippery slope in terms of our path to collecting. And I was really eager then because there were a lot of really great sets. And now I can't even keep up with what great sets come to our house. It's already here before I even thought that it exists.
So we pulled the trigger on the town modular.
Yeah.
Town hall modular, and brought it home, and then Big T and I were working on it
and he was so excited, and I'm like, oh yay, it's something that they can do together, which was something that they could get together. However, after the first level and Big T
I started first organizing all the pieces. I don't do that now, but I was like, we can't do this whole thing without organizing the pieces, so I had them all in rows. And Big T and I finished the first floor, and then it was time for bed, so he went to bed. And then I somehow snuck back down and opened up the instructions and started working on it a little bit more. And then
we went to bed.
And then when he woke up the next morning, he was like, what? It's done?
Yes.
You didn't wait for me?
I know. So this is when the big grown-up took over the little person's toy, really. But it's a big project. I was hoping that you would have taken more time to savor it. But I guess it's exciting when it's like your first sets and everything. And then I don't even remember what sort of came after, although it became a snowball effect.
Well, I remember the first set that I bought at the Lego store was...
By yourself.
By myself. Because that day when we were looking at the Town Hall modular, I was actually looking at the architecture sets.
Yeah,
so I was like,
right.
oh, that's cool.
That's right.
That doesn't look like it's for kids.
That's right.
And so I was looking at the White House, the White House architecture set. So I went to the Lego store by myself, and I got the White House architecture set,
Yeah.
and I brought it up to the cashier. I remember he was like, "Oh, is this for you?" And I was like, "No, it's for
He was still hiding his
it's for my
habit.
kid." Even though it's like
I know,
the
like
age was like I don't remember if it was
really above
60.
grown-up level. Yeah.
So I was a little embarrassed, but I'm not embarrassed anymore. I'll go anytime.
Like,
But
yeah, all mine.
back then I was a little embarrassed.
At this point, we're like, none of these are for our kids, even.
Yeah. So I bought it and I built it, and that was my first Lego set
Yep.
in.
And actually, I
Yes.
feel like the architecture set, because they were being marketed for the older population, they weren't really popular, right? They weren't doing well. I think Lego at that point was really marketing to the younger kids, or maybe like dads were trying to market it to their younger kids to get them into the store. So that line really wasn't doing well. But I remember us then after like going to like travel, going to different cities, and one of the first places we would always go to was a Lego store,
Yeah.
or a Target or a Walmart, and we'd just be on the hunt for what? Like things that were
Architecture sets.
Yes, usually architecture sets. Like I remember finding Falling Water.
Roby House.
Did we get that in a museum in New York City?
We got it.
It was in New York
somewhere.
City, right? But it was already almost like on its way, sort of like out.
Yeah.
So we were just trying to catch up and thinking, oh wait, like we really like these sets. We should get our hands on it before their time is done. But that is, in a nutshell, not quite a nutshell, how we got into the world of Lego, world of collecting. And now we have a house full of Lego that we don't know what to do now.
So I was able to go back and find some old questions that viewers asked. So with the time remaining of the 7 minutes that we kind of allotted, what are some of the other questions that... So Bricks All Over. Bricks All Over asked, how often do you visit Lego news sites? And probably every day.
So I just pretty much check the Instagram posts of Lego.
Is that what you check?
I'm more like visual, like I'm like, oh look, this set's come. But more often than not, by the time they post something out, we already probably have it on order, right? So I'm like, oh look at this, and he'll be like, yeah, I already saw that.
My go-to for news that you can use would be Alan the Brick Fan.
Mm-hmm.
What the website's called the Brick Fan,
Yeah.
but Alan Tormentulis.
Yeah.
Tormentulis. He's the one that runs it. I remember meeting him at Philly Brick Fest.
That's
He's
right.
a really nice guy,
That's right.
and so he has
A lot of news,
a lot of news,
a lot of information,
and he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
Because
So
ever
he
since
has
we're
the
into
inside scoop, definitely.
it. How often do you visit? This is from the same person, Bricks All Over. How often do you visit the Lego Ideas page?
Probably every day.
Really?
No,
Lego
you.
Ideas? No, at the
What?
beginning. At the beginning I was, but nowadays I don't even check it. All I do on the Brick Fan would be seeing, oh, this set got 10,000
Yes.
supporters, or
Yes.
this set got 10,000. There's just so many now, just
Yeah.
to keep going and
Yeah.
looking. Or I don't even
Yeah.
vote anymore. I was voting before, but now I'm just seeing what actually gets chosen.
Right.
I guess 2 or 3 gets chosen a year, and
Yeah.
or even 2 or 3 gets chosen every quarter or
Yeah.
halfway through, or something like that. But so was that the bell? I heard
Yes,
the bell.
that's the bell.
Okay, so until next time.
Join us.
So this concludes another episode of What? This is the Brick Adjuster and
The Brick Zapper.
signing off. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys in another video.
Bye.
Bye.